Okay, now it's time for whatever part. Now we're on season 2 of Teletubbies Everywhere. And yeah, next up is Picking Maze. Yeah, you don't know what maze is? Well, we'll see in a little bit. This episode never aired on PBS, and it was not uploaded by the official YouTube channel, so it's rare. Again, Tiki Wiki draws a magenta oval on an orange background. Dipsy discusses big and small on indigo background when a smaller Dipsy shows up. It's pretty freaky, honestly. But yeah. Pose chosen for the TV event on an orangish green background. Basically, these kids are picking maize from Spain. It's kind of like this, kind of like corn and stuff. It's actually pretty cool. And yeah, some of the bird sounds from the original Teletubbies series is heard. I think the music was actually used in one of the TV events in the original series, but I forget which one. But I'll probably check later. This TV event was produced by TV Galicia. So yeah. And then the Nunu is zooming around on white background, and the Teletubbies come to each other, give each other a big hug on pink background. The Teletubbies appear in this order: say uh-oh and goodbye, Lala, Tinky Winky, Po, and Dipsy on yellow background. And Lala's the first one to appear and the last one to disappear on brownish pink background. Sign painting, this aired as Season 1, Episode 7 on PBS. It has 4 Tinky Winkies appearing on baby blue background. Lala makes a magenta square on pink background. Po discovers the color red. That's pretty interesting. Dipsy's chosen for a TV event on orangish chartreuse background. Yeah, I don't really know my colors, but yeah. These kids are from Taiwan are painting signs and stuff. It's actually a very intriguing TV event. And the Teletubbies appear one by one to give each other a big hug in this order on pink background. Lala, Po, Tinky Winky, and Dipsy. Dipsy makes a honking sound when he appears. So yeah. The Teletubbies appear in this order to say uh-oh and goodbye. Po, Dipsy, Tinky Winky, and Lala on brownish green background. Po's the first one to appear and the last one to disappear on a yellowish beige background. Next up is Dung Beetles. Oh my god. This one's a weird episode. This is not aired on PBS, so that just shows how much weird it is. 4 pieces of Tubby Toast appear on pink background and Nunu tidies them up. Lala and Dipsy draw an orange circle on a greenish beige background. Pose chosen for a TV event on bluish purple background. These kids from South Africa are looking at dung beetles. These kind of beetles that roll up their own poop. Yeah, I'm not kidding. They actually showed that on Teletubbies Everywhere. My god. That's gross. I should do a reaction to that episode, but I'm not sure if I really want to do reaction videos anymore. But yeah. The Teletubbies come to each other, give each other a big hug on bluish purple background, this time with the alternate music playing. The Teletubbies appear in this order, say uh-oh and goodbye. On bluish white background, Tinky Winky, Lala, Dipsy, and Po. And Tinky Winky is the first one to appear and the last one to disappear on brownish orange background. Next up is Next up is Bell Puri. I don't know how to pronounce that. This never aired on PBS, so yeah. I actually didn't know about this episode until it got uploaded, much like some of these other episodes, actually. But yeah. It has 8 Lalas appearing on a pinkish indigo background. Dipsy's making tubby custard on greenish yellow background. Po gets chosen on greenish beige background for the TV event. These kids from India are making a special treat. It looks kind of good. I kind of want to try it. And the Teletubbies come to each other, give each other a big hug on bluish indigo background. They appear in this order, say uh-oh and goodbye on greenish gray background. Dipsy, Po, Lala, and Tinky Winky. And Dipsy is the first one to appear and the last one to disappear on a pink background. So yeah. Next up is Getting Dressed. This aired as Season 1, Episode 26 on PBS. So yeah. Two Tinky Winkies appear on a beige background. Dipsy's hat is seen floating on a bluish-pink background. Poe discovers the color blue. Yeah, like, remember that one time she was looking at the blue sky? Whoa. That burp. Actually, one of the videos I uploaded yesterday, I had to do multiple takes because, like, that burp wasn't, like, very good. like, I kept coughing and stuff, and I had to keep drinking water. And then Dipsy chases his hat on pinkish beige background. And the TV event, Lala's chosen for it on a dark pink background. These kids from Korea are getting dressed for like special occasion. Dipsy's hat finally appears on his head on pinkish purple background. And Teletubbies run to each other, give each other a big hug on pink background with the alternate music. They appear in this order to say uh-oh and goodbye on indigo background. Lala, Tinky Winky, Poe, and Dipsy. Lala's the first one to appear and the last one to disappear on beige background. Next up is Numbers 4, one of only 2 Teletubbies Everywhere Numbers episodes to be uploaded by the official YouTube channel. Yeah, so the other episodes are rare, but these 2 are very common. Actually, this episode was very rare to see on PBS. It aired as Season 1 at Episode 27. It's a very rare episode. A lot of my friends remember it, but I don't know if I remember it, but that's another story for another day. Poe draws a pink rectangle on indigo background, and then Poe and her scooter appear on a grayish beige background, and then on a pinkish indigo background. And I think that the audio of Poe saying bye-bye from Tubby Bye-Bye is used. But yeah. I miss my old tripod, even though it was just a bunch of remotes stacked together. But now I don't have room on this table, on this new table that I have here. So yeah, Lala's chosen for a TV event on a sky blue background. Kids from India are learning about the number 4, of course. The Teletubbies appear one by one to give each other a big hug. In this order, Poe, Lala. When Poe and Lala appear, they make farting sounds. When Dipsy appears, he makes a honk sound. And when Tinky Winky appears, there's a ding sound. Kind of like the one you hear when TV event's about to begin. So yeah. The Teletubbies appear in this order, say uh-oh and goodbye on a chartreuse background. Tinky Winky, Lala, Dipsy, and Poe. And Tinky Winky's the first one to appear and the last one to disappear on a dark pink background. Marble track. This one's an interesting one. 3 of Lala's ball appears on a bluish indigo background. And actually, this was Season 1, Episode 28 on PBS when it aired on there. So yeah, then Dipsy jumps down on light pink background. It's kind of like as if he was jumping down stairs. And yeah, I do remember, like, seeing that in some episodes where they're jumping down stairs or jumping up. Like, those are, like, the only, like, Teletubbies Everywhere segments that are not TV events that I remember. Speaking of, the next one is a TV event. Poe gets chosen on a pink background. These kids from Germany are setting up this marble track on the beach. Like, they're building up with sand, and they're putting marbles down in it. And it goes like, yeah, it's pretty cool. Like, have you seen those marble track videos on, like, YouTube? That's basically kind of like that. And I used to love doing those in school. So oddly satisfying. Lala then plays with her ball on dark pink background, and the Teletubbies come to each other to give each other a big hug on a light green background in this order. Dipsy, Poe, Lala, then, like, the Teletubbies appear to say uh-oh and goodbye in this order on gray background. Dipsy, Poe, Lala, and Tinky Winky. Dipsy's the first one to appear and the last one to disappear on yellowish beige background. And this episode's actually short by only a few seconds. Like, each episode is about 10 minutes long. Maybe, like, a few seconds, but, like, This episode is actually short. So yeah. Yeah, apparently. Shaking and Beating. This is another rare episode, I guess. I'm not really sure. This was season 1, episode 29 on PBS. I only remember, actually, never mind. I'll save that for, another time. 4 Dipsies appear on greenish-beige background. Poe discovers the color blue again. Tinky Winky draws a pink triangle on a beige background. Yeah, sounds of pots and pans are heard when he's drawing the triangle. Lala then seen marching on a dark blue background, and Poe is chosen for a TV event on a pinkish beige background, which Poe gets chosen for a lot of these TV events, but yeah. These kids are shaking and beating. They're making different sounds with filling 2 cups with rice and stuff. I think kind of like that Barney song, anything, anything, you can make music with anything. Some trumpet music is heard in this scene. That rarely happens on Teletubbies. I think it's the trumpet music you hear on the earlier episodes of Barney. But yeah. Lala seen marching again on a magenta background. Pot lid sounds are heard again. And the Teletubbies appear one by one to give each other a big hug on gray background in this order. Tinky Winky, Dipsy, Poe, and Lala. Tinky Winky, the sounds they make when they appear is like spoons being put in a sink or being dropped on the floor. Which that actually kind of relates to a TV event, how the kids were making instruments out of different kinds of things. The TV event comes from Taiwan, by the way. I don't think I mentioned that. The Teletubbies appear in this order, say uh-oh and goodbye on pink background. Tinky Winky, Lala, Dipsy, and Poe. And Tinky Winky is the first one to appear and the last one to disappear on big blue background. Next up is Flower Planting. This is a very popular episode. And I actually have this exact episode on a screening copy of Altogether Teletubbies. Yeah, it doesn't even feature the entire video, only features this, and I think that was one of the first times I heard the UK narration for the Teletubbies. But yeah. Dipsy draws a yellow star on an indigo background, and Tinky Winky discovers silver. Yeah, apparently. A cloud appears, and it rains on pink background, and Tinky Winky, Lala, and Poe are running right through it. It's very funny. Lala gets chosen for a TV event on brownish-gray background. These kids from Chile are planting flowers. Yeah. Kind of like this song from a video called Pat the Bunny Sing With Me. There's a flower in this garden, a flower growing tall, or what makes a flower so pretty, from Barney. This was season 1, episode 30 on PBS, if I didn't mention that. The Teletubbies then appear one by one to give each other a big hug on a light pink background. Dipsy appears, he makes a drum sound, Tinky Winky and Lala make dripping sounds, and then Poe makes a big splash sound as if she was jumping into a puddle. Lala, Tinky Winky, Poe, and Dipsy appear in that order on baby blue background, say uh-oh and goodbye, and Lala's the first one to appear and the last one to disappear on gray background. Next up is Sand Bottle. I might be going really fast now. This was season 1, episode 22 on PBS. 4 Poes appear on grayish-green background. Lala discovers the color orange. Tinky Winky and Poe draw an orange and purple circle on a pinkish-brown background. Dipsy is chosen for a TV event on an indigo background. These kids are playing with Sand Bottle, kind of like the Sand Pendulum TV events from the original series. Music from Bubble Pictures is heard during this TV event as well. And the Teletubbies come to each other to give each other a big hug with the alternate music on dark blue background. The Teletubbies appear in this order, say uh-oh and goodbye on light pink background. Tinky Winky, Lala, Dipsy, and Poe. And Tinky Winky is the first one to appear and the last one to disappear on a light green background. And that's it for this part.